now we have created a template for viewing single items. And how about the list of items? Well, as we based our pod on the post type, we actually already have an archive page. So I brought it up, and as we call it products, well, we have products in the URL. If you have pretty URLs. So if I reload this one, you see that again, we have the titles here, but nothing else. And of course, if I click on one of these, well, I get into the single item, and that already works. So how can we fix this list? Well, again, we need first of all to tell PODS what template it should use for the list items. So let's try this one, and let's go and edit the PODS, and let's edit this one. And again, we go to the template options here, and here we have the list template, and now I select the product single, and then we can save the pod. Now we are actually using the same, and we will create a new soon, but I just want to show you this one. So let's take a look here. Now you see that we have everything in order here, so everything is kind of working. And actually the links actually works well here. But let's say that I would like to have something else. I would like to have the image, and I would like to have the title, and then I would like to have the price and nothing more. So let's go back to this one and the pod templates. And first of all, I just would like to copy this part because we should have something quite similar. So let's copy this one, and let's do a new one. And let's go for the product list. And then we paste it here again, and then we say that maybe we would like to have the images first, like that, and we don't want the info, like that, and we just want the price. So it's a little bit more, or it's not, rather a little bit less in this one. So let's publish this one. And now, again, we of course need to tell that PODS should use that one instead. So let's go to the template options and select the product list here and save this one. So now if I go back here and reload, you see that now we have the more books, and then we have the content in here, and we have the price. Or we have the images, I should say, and no content. So now we have a list, and if we inspect here again, inspect element, we see that it is actually wrapped in the normal, and as this is the 2021 theme, well, it is wrapped in the entry content, and then we have the article or product, and then we have the product image, and then we have the product image again, and then we have the product price. So where is the title? Well, it's placed up here. So this is the default for this one. It goes into the entry header. If you would like to have a fully customized listing, well, there is nothing stopping you, because if you have in your theme an archives-products.php, that will be used instead for products. So you can have full control there. What we can do is, of course, we can add styling for this one, but we will come back to that again later. So now we have a list here, but what I would like to do is that I would like also the images to be clickable. And let's close this one so we don't get all this extra. I would like to be able to click the images and also get to the single item, the single product. So let's go back here and let's edit the template for this one, product list edit. So when I output an image, I would like to wrap this in an A tag. And how do I get the href for this one? Because if I use the link, well, that refers to the image. So we need to use something else here. And let's first take a peek at this one, the products. And every item, in this case, the images as they belong to this post, I can actually use the post parent. But the problem is that the post parent is the ID to the parent. So, sorry for that. If I add that here, I say post parent like this, and then I need to close the anchor at the end here, close A, so the HTML code matches up, and update this one. Now, if I go back here and reload, we will see the following. If I inspect the element here, you see that I have an anchor that goes to 151, and that is the ID for this post, or for the parent post. So it seems to be correct, but correct in that way that it actually signals a specific post. But of course, we need to get the permalink in some way. And there is something that is really, really, really powerful in PODS. And that is that if I add a comma here, then I can add a function. And that function will be called with my post parent as a parameter. And that is an ID. And built into WordPress, there is of course a function that is called get permalink. No, it's called get the permalink. The permalink, like that. What happens now is that the get permalink will be called with the post parent as an ID, and then the output from that one will be printed here instead. So now if I update, and we go back and reload, and now if I inspect again, you will see that now I actually have an href to the product more books. So let's try this one and click that one, and now you can see that I get into the specific products where I have all the info about this one. So with that, we have created also a list version of our template. So now we can view lists and we can view single items.